Here are some facts worth knowing. Please hit the like button and leave a comment, it helps a lot, thank you. All the paint on the Eiffel Tower weighs the same as 10 elephants. It gets repainted every 7 years without closing to the public. All new FBI special agents and intelligence analysts are required to visit the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. While dinosaurs roamed the Earth, they lived on every continent, including Antarctica. The blue whale's heart is the size of a VW Beetle and weighs up to 1,000 pounds, 453 kilograms. One of the most widely used symbols for medical assistance is actually the Swiss flag and not a medical symbol. Until 2007, slavery was legal in Mauritania. Even still, 1 to 4% of the population is still living as slaves. A man named Ronald McDonald robbed Wendy's in 2005. The longest unbroken alliance in world history is between England and Portugal. It has lasted since 1386 and still stands today. After the release of the 1996 film Scream, which involved an anonymous killer calling and murdering his victims, caller ID usage tripled in the United States. Aeroflot Flight 593 crashed because the pilot let his kids fly the plane who unknowingly disengaged the autopilot function. The crash killed everyone on board. It takes Uranus 84 years to orbit the Sun once. A 26-sided shape is known as a rhombicuboktahedron. Before finally being accepted, J.K. Rowling's original Harry Potter pitch was rejected by 12 publishers. The Japanese term for a shotgun wedding is dekachata kekken, which literally translates to "oops, we did it" marriage. Garlic is known to attract leeches. In 1992, a shipping crate containing 28,000 rubber duckies fell overboard. They washed up around the world for the next 20 years. A recently discovered deep-sea snail, the scaly-foot gastropod, has a shell that is impressively developed. So much so that the US military is trying to use its design to inspire defensive layers in military armor. There are over 6,000 known species of grass. The total weight of all air on Earth is 11 quintillion pounds. Time anxiety occurs in a person when they are perpetually afraid of being late or of others being late. Mob boss Vincent Gigante used to wander around New York in his bathrobe to convince the police he was insane and avoid capture. The military has used silly string to detect tripwires in Iraq. Before entering a room, they can squirt it inside. If it hangs in the air, it may have revealed a wire. By applying even pressure to an egg, it is nearly impossible to break the shell by squeezing it. So far, 2 diseases have successfully been eradicated, smallpox and rinderpest. The last case of smallpox was in 1977, and the last of rinderpest was in 2001. Ron Swanson's character on Parks and Recreation is based on a real person, a woman who works in a high bureaucratic position who is also anti-government. The logo on the Red Bull cans are not cattle, but a type of bovine called a gaur. Meghan Trainor has nyctophobia, which is a huge fear of the dark. In Bruges, Belgium, there is an underground pipeline that runs 2 miles to transfer beer from a brewery to the bottling plant. In 2014, Princeton researchers determined that Facebook would lose 80% of its users by 2017. Ant queens can live for up to 30 years. Orlando Bloom has swinophobia, which is a fear of pigs. 8 of the 10 largest statues in the world are of Buddhas.